Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Let me ask you a question. Do you still build wells in Minecraft in your villages if you do that? Because honestly I don't. Like whenever I build villages or towns now, I don't even make a well because it doesn't seem very important. But I think it looks nice. Anyways, this video is kind of long overdue because these wells behind me were built like 6 months ago probably. Like July, I'm guessing. Anyways, here's me going through every single one of them. Hope you enjoy. Hey, by the way, I want to point out that while I was editing this, I realized that the original audio for the video is kind of messed up. It's not really good. Maybe because if I recorded it on a different headphones, I'm not really sure. So I'm sorry about that. So anyways, this first one is pretty much just like a standard traditional village well that you'd see in like old medieval villages, maybe even in current villages, maybe. I mean, this one is on a much larger scale, because usually these wells that you can see on screen right now, usually they're pretty small, like you'd probably be this tall just getting water from here, but this one is pretty tall for how tall your character is. But hey, it might work pretty well in villages, especially fishing villages, I think. So, okay, before you say anything, yes, this next one is not really a well, it's more a hole in the ground, surrounded by like a gazebo-like structure. But I really like this like strange design. It's all the different woods combined. I think it looks strange, but I think it looks kind of nice. This like weird pointed roof. And hey, look at this. This one finally has a bucket. Because I mean, it's not very practical, but it looks nice. Looks more functional. I don't really know where this one can be used, but I think it definitely could be used pretty well in like a maybe like a community area, on like a realm or a SMP somewhere. Yeah. You know what, maybe this one is just terrible and I just am not admitting it, but who knows, honestly. Alright, now this next one looks a lot more like a real well, finally. It's very red, very pink. It's just because I wanted to experiment with these nether bricks. These red nether bricks, yeah. And this one doesn't have a bucket because I forgot to add one, but there's a staircase that goes up here. You can just take water from there, so you know, all of these are practical as well as in Minecraft. It's just that in real life, this one might be kind of big. All of these are pretty big, to be honest, so what am I saying? But I really like this roof. It's really strange, almost like fantasy, kind of. And if you know me, then you know that I like fantasy, like built-in images quite a lot. But yeah, pretty weird well overall, but I think it could definitely be used for something. Okay, now I am excited because this one is my favorite well that I designed, as you can tell. I just think it looks awesome, just like the blue works really well. These like light blue, pillars, they work really well with the darker blue roof. It's kind of like this turquoise bottom. Blocks are pretty expensive if you ask me, but like if you get all these blocks, then it's really worth it to make this kind of well. It doesn't have a staircase like the other ones, but you can definitely go here and get your water if it is like in a real Minecraft village where you can actually like, use it practically. But one detail that I kind of like is these chains here. So there's another bucket here, hooray, but there's also this chain here. Makes it kind of look like if you just pull down on this chain and get your water out, in and out, using the bucket. Again, it's not practical, maybe it doesn't even look practical, but I think it's a nice detail to add. This one probably works best with just certain village types or certain villages that you yourself make, because like this might not work really well in a standard Minecraft village, Hey, maybe this one would work well in like those drained ocean monuments that people make. Like make one of these down there. Would be pretty cool. Yeah. Alright, moving on from the crazy well designs that I made when I was getting carried away to this one, which is one that I designed a really long time ago. I just wanted to rebuild it here. And honestly, I used to think it was so cool, but looking back, it's not that good, honestly, just because these pillars are kind of strange. They're really thin, there's like 8 of them. But hey, you might still like it, who knows. Honestly, when I made this one, I just wanted to experiment with the new bamboo blocks that they were new at the time, which I do really like the bamboo down here. Maybe it doesn't fully fit, but I think it works kind of nicely with the jungle wood. The roof is pretty plain, but honestly, I'm not worried about the roof too much. Okay, moving on to another well with a bucket this time once again, which is nice. I added this detail once again with the chains just to make it look more functional, but who knows if it actually looks good that way. I mean, it's a very simple design. I guess it's just some woods and stones, like the granite. Also these composters, which I think look really nice, like on the edges. This roof looks weathered down. Yeah, pretty functional. Just get your water from here, and it looks pretty nice. Okay, moving on to this one here. Probably the worst one I made. I don't even know why I made this one. It looks so terrible. Yeah, it's a really small one. The hole with the water is really small compared to the diameter of like the stone base down here. you know, warped wood is a nice wood type, but maybe it's a good wood to make a well out of. And I don't know why I used this grindstone here as a bucket, because it looks kind of terrible. It doesn't look anything like a bucket. And once again, if you have OCD, don't look at this. Please don't look at it. You know what? I'm pretty certain that this was just inspired by something that I saw, because it's been so long since I made this that I don't even remember. You know, most of these wells were designed in like August, way back when. It's just that I've been lazy when making this video. Okay, moving on to another one. Alright, now this one. The bucket is once again back. It looks pretty cool this time because it looks like it's supported by these columns here. It looks awesome. It's a very simple design, just using these like the mudstone bricks. Maybe this one looks a little cheap, but I still think that it could work well in like a small village, like a well that you maybe wouldn't notice very much. Alright, last two. These are actually the first ones that I made on the list, so they might not be the best ones, but you know, I think it's okay. This one here, super simple, works in almost any village I think that you can make, even like natural villages. Just because the deep slate works so well with the dark oak, I think. You know, super practical, super easy to make. There's not really much to say about this one. And finally this one, which is very similar to the first one all the way over there, if you can see it. Once again, the bucket is back. You know what, I think this like sloped roof here looks kind of nice compared to like the square bowl down here. But I really like this fence here. I think it looks awesome supporting up the cable here, the chain, yeah. And it's pretty practical, although you should probably make the staircase going up just because you can't quite get to the water. But you know what, I just didn't do that because I think it would look a lot worse. Like honestly, I'm a lot more about the design rather than the functionality of these builds. Like I get that they're supposed to be functional, but I just really like designing them. I really like designing them. Okay, that was all 10 designs. I hope you enjoyed these. I definitely enjoyed the first few, then the other ones were kind of, I don't know, they're not that good, I guess. But yeah, I've been meaning to make this video for many months now. I just kept getting lazy, so yeah, sorry about that. Well, all I can say now is just thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you all later with a new video. Goodbye!